All right, thank you so much for joining our interview, Johnny. I want to know what kind of suggestions do you have this year?
Yeah, this year's actually I have 8 proposal suggestions to the central governments for considerations. While we can separate into 3 major areas. The first one is to how to make the Chinese modernizations by the economy development. In that area, I propose a few topics, including the refuge developments and the metaverse. The how to implement the metaverse into the traditional economy and the virtual economies. That is the one sectors. And the other one is related to the Chinese medicines. As we know that Hong Kong is an internationalized city, we have very well standardizations, inspections, instruments, so that I think Hong Kong can be a hub as a hub of the GBA, Greater Bay Areas, to promote the Chinese medicines to overseas countries. Finally, I have another proposals, suggestions is how to make the inclusions of Hong Kong's young peoples to have more experience in the Greater Bay Areas, Chinese mainland cities.
You mentioned this in your proposal as well, the integration of the Greater Bay Area. This is something the country has been pushed over years. I want to know, in your opinion, does the integration of this area serve any important meanings?
Hong Kong is a small piece of land, only 1,000 square kilometers, only with many peoples of 7.5 million peoples. So that a lot of young peoples that always complain they not enough space for their entertainments, for their developments, as well as making gyms. That's very important. I think the integrations of whole Greater Bay Areas with nice mainland cities and 2 SAR, special administrative regions, including Hong Kong and Macau, that is provide better platforms and more space for the young peoples in the regions, not only in Hong Kong, but also I think in the mainlanders, together have more chance to develop their careers and also to make their dreams bigger. That is very important for our young people.
I know you personally, you graduated from Tsinghua University. So how did that experience in the mainland serve, or how had that mainland experience helped, I guess, in your career along the way?
Yes, a few years ago, many years ago, not a few years, it's around 15 years ago, I have experience in Beijing Tsinghua Universities for my postgraduate postdoc research of 2 years in Beijing and Shenzhen as well. I think at the very beginnings, I cannot master well the Mandarins. I cannot understand well the other people saying, and also I cannot speak any Mandarin at that moment. But that experience let me have very good chance to understand more about the language, the local language, Mandarin, as well as the cultures in Beijing. And I also witnessed the development the whole Beijing cities from before the Olympic and after the Olympic. I can see the Chinese spirit. It is very great. I think at that moment, before I entered to Tsinghua Universities, it's only a MTR station, a few stations, it only one night. But after a few years, only 4 or 5 years, and then the whole network of the MTR in Beijing has been developed. It is, for me, it's amazing because in Hong Kong, special administrative regions, we may spend over 20 years to do that similar things. So that I very appreciate about the development in our country, actually.